Hey everybody, how's it going? Mike from the Focus Garage coming at you today, finally with some motorcycle content. As you can see, we've got the FZ1 behind me here, and we are going to be working on that to prepare this motorcycle for our iron butt ride. Now, if you don't know what an iron butt ride is, get ready. It is 1,000 miles in 24 hours. Many of you may have already heard of that before, but for those who haven't, I want to kind of explain what that is. You can do this ride in a couple different ways. So you can kind of start at point A and end at point B, which is 1,000 miles away. Or you can do what they call a circle trip, where you start in point A, do a full 1,000 miles and end up right back there at point A. Now, the route that we are going to be doing is we are going to be doing an A to B destination style trip. So we're kind of in the Chicagoland area, and our end destination is actually all the way at the Atlantic Ocean. So in one day, less than 24 hours, we're going to be riding from Chicagoland all the way to the Atlantic Ocean area. Now, for those of you that don't know, my motorcycle is not the most touring setup yet. So here's what we're gonna do. Checking out the good old trusty FZ1 here. Please disregard the weather text there. We're gonna pull the bike out in a moment and kind of get it prepped. We've got a 2009 FZ1 here. This motorcycle is a sport touring style of motorcycle, so it is more upright. It's not kind of hunched over like a sport bike or anything like that. But it's older, it's an '09, so we don't have ride modes, we don't have cruise control, we don't have ABS, we don't have anything like that. So one of the first things we're gonna wanna do is work out some kind of throttle lock situation. So I'm not sure if I wanna do one that goes kind of on the bar end like that, or something that goes over the grip itself. We're gonna be looking into what we could do as terms as far as a throttle lock or, you know, kind of self-made cruise control goes. We've got this kind of trashy little row mount here for the cell phone. The bike did come with a RAM mount, but one of the pieces right here that clamps to the phone was damaged. So I've gone ahead and ordered a replacement for that. So we're gonna be getting this row mount out of here and getting the RAM mount on there. So I've got that situated. I've already got power at the bars here so I could charge my phone or my helmet, comm system or anything like that while riding. So that's taken care of there. But the big thing that I'm super excited about, as you will see here, is we've got luggage on luggage. So for those of you that don't know, these are the SW Motec Blaze saddlebag systems. So the way this mounts, and you're gonna see it in the video here, is we've got these little bar pieces here that'll actually mount where the foot pegs go and bring back bars to kind of keep these saddlebags, which are nice. They're kind of like a semi-rigid construction, so they're not super soft or flappy or anything like that. But these bars will keep them from getting in the way of the tire on this side or the exhaust on the other side. I was able to kind of piece everything together here because it's very, very difficult to find these saddlebags brand new. With a few websites that I found that were selling them brand new, they were about $430, which again, if you're buying quality luggage, isn't insane, but that's not the route that I wanted to go. Also, I've got a Nelson rig tailbag here that I scooped for a really, really good price, so I'm super excited to use that. But as far as the bags go, I bought a complete set on eBay. So it's these bags, and then it came with hardware from, I believe, this was a Gixxer or something like that. And you can see it's kind of similar to the metal bars that we've got there. And then I found somebody selling just the bars that I needed for my FZ1 here. So kind of through the two pieces and a couple trips to Home Depot to get the right bolts and stuff that I've needed, I think I've got enough of what I need to be able to put these onto the motorcycle. So I'm gonna be doing these soft saddlebags here with this tail bag here in the hopes of not needing to use a backpack for the entire trip. So obviously if you wear a backpack for the entire trip, it's gonna fatigue you, it's gonna be tiring and everything like that, and I don't want something pulling on me for my whole ride there. So with kind of those saddlebags on, it should be a much more enjoyable and tolerable ride, you know, for doing those 1,000 miles. Now, from everything I've heard, it's possible to do this trip in anywhere from about 15 to 20 hours. Don't think that we're gonna be cannonball running this and just blasting on down the highway, because that's not the purpose of this. From everything I've read and everything I've learned, you make up more time in efficient stops rather than higher average top speed. So for every 100 to 150 miles that we're stopping for gas and to get off our motorcycles and to stretch, we want to be efficient. We don't want to be lingering longer than we need to, because for every minute that we're off our bikes, we're losing time in the long run there. It's much simpler to shave 5 minutes off of a stop rather than it is to save, you know, 5 minutes by doing 10, 20, 30 miles an hour faster. So most of our route is going to be highway. That should be stacking it on our side. We're going to be doing it mostly through daylight. We're planning on leaving around 4 in the morning and getting to our destination anywhere from 8 to 10 o'clock at night, their time, Eastern time. But it's going to be interesting. We've done some long rides. There's actually confirmed 4 of us going, and I think 6 of us should be going in total. But we've done some long rides before, like 400 to 500 miles in a day, but nothing ever anything like this. And the biggest thing is, We're never gonna get any younger. Our backs are never gonna get any better. And this is one of these things that we've always wanted to do as long as we've been riding. So we think it'll be fun to give it a try and kind of hop on these bikes and barrel down the highway and be able to just knock that out and say that we did 1,000 miles in 24 hours. We're kind of stacking this into like a vacation style trip. So the second day, once we get there, we don't have any riding planned. So that way we can kind of relax on the beach, recover, regain our bearings and be good to go like that. Fingers crossed that we don't have any kind of issues with the motorcycles themselves. But as far as the bikes that's going, let me give you some info about that. As I mentioned, we've got my FZ1 here. It's a 2009 Yamaha FZ1. We're gonna be having Dave with his Yamaha MT10 joining us. Onder, of course, with his Yamaha R1. My friend Eric will be joining us with his Harley Davidson Street Glide. And then as far as the two kind of unknown people that may or may not be joining us, is we've got Gino with his new Indian touring motorcycle. And then we've got James with his Honda CB1100. So there's really only two motorcycles that are coming on this trip that are kind of meant for this type of riding, whereas all the other bikes coming are, sporty, sport touring, or just kind of not meant for that longer mile stacking. Let me know what you think in the comments below, how this is gonna turn out. I'm gonna go ahead and slap these bags on the motorcycle now. I'm not gonna make it a full installation video because it's pretty simple. There's just some bolts and some spacers that'll kind of work in between the foot peg holes here. So we'll go ahead, we'll get that taken care of, slap these on the motorcycle, hopefully get the bike into an open spot in the garage here. I don't know if we'll have to move the Corvette out of the way or we can squeeze it through here. I don't know. But I want to get the bike kind of more out in the open. It's almost 45 degrees today here in the Chicagoland area, so maybe I'll take it for a quick little ride, make sure it still works. And yeah, we'll go ahead and close this one out once I've hopefully got these saddlebags on. So here we go, full touring setup now. We've got these saddlebags installed. We've got the tail bag installed. We've played with the bars a little bit. So something that I noticed while riding the motorcycle over time is that these bars were not directly centered in their markings there. So I kind of just played with the angle a little bit now, and I played with the centering of it to get it, I think, to where I need it to be. So we'll see how that's right. I pulled off the old phone mount. We're still waiting for the piece to replace my ram mount to get that good to go. Tail bag's not permanently mounted, but these SW Motec Blaze saddlebags are. And I think they're really, really neat. So what I was trying to explain is that these don't add a whole lot of width to the bike. You can kind of see where the handlebar is out there, and this goes to about where that is. If the mirror is folded out, it probably goes out even farther. So it doesn't really add a whole lot of width to the bike. They're pretty streamlined and slim to the bike there. And once you've got this full kind of hardware piece on with the clip on the back of this, they're not going anywhere. Obviously, there's a little bit of wiggle, but they can't slide back, they can't flop up and down, and they are miles away from interfering with the tire or the exhaust on the other side. They're decent sized bags too. You can open them up and close them while they're on the motorcycle. So you can see here, pop it open. We've got the rain bags in this one here. But the neat thing is they do expand as well. So go ahead and take this zipper underneath here, zip it all the way around, and then look at this. You're living your full bagger bro life. It's a lot of space in this thing for a small little side bag that just sits right on the side of your motorcycle there and is easy to kind of remove and add should you need it. Close it right down there. Bam. Neat thing about these two, I'll get this out of the way for us, is these actually have a Velcro handle to where you can carry this around like a briefcase or a backpack. So when everything's off the bike, you can actually string these two together and just carry them around as one backpack, which is pretty cool for when you're going into hotels or lodging or anything like that, and you need a simple way to carry your luggage around. You don't have to worry about unloading your bags or leaving them on the bike or anything. It's super easy to take off what you've brought and bring it with you. So I'm super excited about that. I think these look really, really great, especially for used bags. They seem to be in really, really nice shape there. That tail bag will be clutch as well, but I don't know, ever since getting rid of the Road Glide, you do realize how nice it is to have the ability to bring luggage with you. So being able to do this again definitely has me stoked, and I can't wait to kind of bring it along the trip here. Here's just kind of a close-up as we're in the dark here, just the way it mounts. So another cool thing as well is that you're not left with any large scaffolding on the bike. These little metal bars that the bags mount to, this one button here you press, and the whole thing slides off. So you don't have to worry about having your bike looking ugly with nothing on it. So let me show you what that looks like real quick, just how that piece removes. So two things I want to show you. Here's what I meant by being able to carry it just like a little briefcase or something like that. You can see here this Velcro handle snaps the bags together, which is super cool. But then here's what it looks like with just the scaffolding on the bike. But rather than obviously leaving this on there, you've got a button you can press here, and then the whole piece comes off. So check this out. I press that button there, releases it, and then bam, you've got the bar, and all you're left with on your motorcycle is something that's low key and nobody would notice. It's pretty much just like a belt buckle looking thing. And you come back up with the bar, bam, and that's it. It's on the motorcycle. You've got kind of these sleek looking bars, and when you're not riding with luggage, you don't have to worry about it. The inside here is that little clip that I was telling you about. So this clips to the inside of the bag to kind of keep it from moving backwards when you've got it on the motorcycle there. It's a super sleek luggage solution. Absolutely love the way it looks. I can't wait to get to try it out on the road and see how it feels. And I hope that this will be suitable enough for me on our trip. Couldn't leave just well enough alone. We had to go ahead and throw an oil change in this bike just so that we were good and ready to ride for the season. On the FZ1, it's super, super simple. You go ahead and you've got the oil filter right here and the drain plug right there. All you need is a 17mm socket, a funnel. And if you do the oil changes yourself, you can take this filter on and off right here with your hand. So no hard feelings about that. So that's super easy to do. We went ahead just now, did an oil change on the bike. I like to do one maybe once or twice a season, depending on how many miles I do. So there we go. This one's all done and ready to rip for the season. So I know right now I did it in early March, and we'll see how long mile-wise we need to go. I like to go maybe 3,500 to 5,000 miles on every oil change, as long as you're running a good oil, synthetic if you want. I'm just running Yamaha in this right now just because it seems to make the bike happy, run well. That's going to be it for this one. I'm going to be signing off. This is Mike from the Focus Garage. Have you guys ever done an iron butt? Drop it down in the comments down below. I'd love to know. I'm excited to try. I think this luggage is going to be exactly what I need, and I will catch you guys in the next video.